This is the world of heroes and honor from martial arts legends, the birthplace of the Three Kingdoms strategy, and an ancient city by the Han River that's been waiting for 1,000 years. Welcome to Xiangyang.
我们的第一站还是来先看博物馆。今天来这个襄阳的博物馆看一看，了解一下襄阳的历史吧。我也很想知道，因为是在中国历史上特别有名的一个城市。这个就是襄阳博物馆。这个就是襄阳博物馆的内部。这边有一个襄阳古代历史文化展。
There's a main exhibition hall here that walks you through Xiangyang's history.
这条江应该就是汉江。
From prehistoric times over 200,000 years ago, all the way to the Ming and the Qing dynasties. As you move through the exhibition, you really get a sense of Xiangyang's long layered past and its rich, vibrant culture, an important chapter in the history of China's diverse civilization.
在允县发现了距今约100万年的人类，古人类。你刚刚去看了云县的时候，他们是怎么说的？
云县是距今100万年以前发现的人类的头盖骨。这个头盖骨的发现，已经证实了人类的起源并非单一非洲起源说，而是在中华大地上也有远古的人类祖先生存在。
已经确认了吗？被承认了吗？
被承认了。
啊！
和水晶高中
历史课本，我是高中的时候，我高中的时候还没有学这个。
对。
现在那个云县那个地方还有人在继续考古吗？
对。
还有人考古的那些专家在继续考察，印证人类的起源和发展。
研究化的不大块多，但是还在继续。
I actually first learned about the discovery of the Yunxian Man near Xiangyang from a chat I just had with my dad. One of the most remarkable discoveries on display is the Yunxian skull. Research shows that as far back as 1 million years ago, highly developed early humans were already living in this region. They are now known as the Homo longi. These early humans not only made and used stone tools, but may even have used hand axes, challenging the long-held belief that early East Asian human technology lagged behind. This discovery has also raised important questions about the traditional out-of-Africa theory, offering strong support for the idea of multi-regional human evolution. In many ways, the Yunxian Man is a kind of master key to understanding human origins. It shows us that the story of our ancestors is far bigger, more complex, and far more fascinating than a single journey out of Africa. After that, the next 5 exhibition halls walk us through how civilization in Xiangyang evolved over the past 5,000 years. Right here in the heart of China, across different dynasties. Back when the foundations of Chinese civilization were just taking shape, Xiangyang already had a thriving bronze culture, along with systems of ritual and music.
战国时期的架骨。
One of the standout features here is the number of bronze vessels with inscriptions. These weren't just fancy ritual pieces for showing status or honoring ancestors. They were actually used in daily life. Of course, bronze was incredibly expensive back then, so only the elite could afford them.
这是车绑马的那个马式，公元前745到前221战国时期。车马上跟战争相关的一些器物。第3展区秦汉时期。
In the Qin and Han Dynasty Gallery, what really steals the spotlight are these little clay dogs. They might look cute, but they actually tell us a lot about life 2,000 years ago. Dog keeping was extremely popular in the Han Dynasty, so much so that the government even had official officers in charge of hunting dogs. You notice many of the dogs are wearing collars. They weren't just pets, they were part of a manor security system. Keeping lots of guard dogs was a sign of wealth and a well-organized estate. In Han burial beliefs, dogs were thought to protect the home and drive away evil. That's why these lifelike pottery dogs were placed in tombs, to keep guarding their owners in the afterlife. When you get to the Three Kingdoms Gallery, there's one absolutely must-see, the museum's star treasure, known as China's #1 bronze horse. This bronze horse was unearthed from the tomb of a general from the Three Kingdoms period, and is over 1,800 years old. It was cast as a true 1-to-1 scale, exactly the size of a real war horse, and it weighs a staggering 360 kilos. Look at the posture. The back legs are tensed. The head is thrown back as if it's neighing. It's full of power and movement, like it's about to leap forward at any second. You can't help but be amazed by the imagination and craftsmanship of the artist from that time. The following galleries show just how prosperous and culturally rich Xiangyang became during the golden ages of the Tang and Song dynasties. At its peak, this area was one of the 4 most populous prefectures in the country, and during times of war, it stood as a key stronghold that held everything together. Xiangyang is also the hometown of some of China's most famous cultural figures, including the great poet Wang Wei and the calligrapher Mi Fu, which really speaks to the depth of its cultural roots. Moving into the past 700 years, during the Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties, Xiangyang rose as a major transportation and trading hub, known as the crossroads of 7 provinces. It was a crucial transfer point along the legendary T-Horse Road and the commercial center of the Han River Basin. After learning about all of this history, I couldn't wait to head straight to the Xiangyang ancient city. Standing on the city walls, you get a perfect view down the city's central axis. North Street, a lively pedestrian street that still preserves the look and feel of the Ming and the Qing eras. With crowds everywhere and the shops packed along the streets, it feels like the hustle and bustle from centuries ago is still happening right here.
现在就上到这个古城墙顶上了，它应该就是在这个原址上修复了一下，所以主体还是比较古老的，但是也能看到一些后期为了加固修复的这个痕迹。这还有个炮台，城的外面就是汉江。这一边就是一条古街。
Linhan Gate is the best preserved of the 6 main city gates of Xiangyang ancient city, and is also one of the city's most iconic landmarks. Inside the gate tower, there's an exhibition dedicated to the bricks of the Xiangyang city walls. It explains in detail how these massive and solid walls were built during the Ming and the Qing dynasties, and how strictly the entire construction process was managed. One entire wall here is lined with original bricks, and each single brick is clearly engraved with the names of everyone responsible, from the local officials and clerks to the king's supervisors and craftsmen who made them. This level of responsibility, traced to every single person involved, is what allowed such a massive project to be built to last, with city walls that have stood strong for centuries.
正对着襄阳城的这个门楼的，就是北街。现在已经成了一条文化旅游街。找一找这里本地的好吃的好玩的。刘记红糖饼，据说这是一个襄阳特色的小吃，买一个尝一尝。谢谢。热乎的。热乎的。
不错，要按碎了。
对，它里面就是红糖包子皮儿，你给打开。它就是空的，但这里面是红糖的那个东西。哎，就这样。尝一尝。本地的特色。它这儿的特色。可以尝尝。不甜哎，还可以还可以。外面是面皮儿，里面就是红糖，然后吃起来很有嚼劲儿，好吃。襄阳的特色小吃，在这儿找个晚饭吃。听说这边有一个牛杂锅不错，我们找一间店看看。这里吧，3个人。坐中间还是坐边上都行，坐边上吧。
还有配菜吗？
有大白菜，还有豆皮儿。襄阳特色牛杂，这里头有牛肠、牛肉。和牛蹄筋儿，这是牛蹄筋儿吧？先尝一个，尝一尝这个牛蹄筋儿，看看煮的烂不烂。 好烂啊！爸，你说的牛蹄筋
挺烂的。
特别烂，入口即化，而且味道也不错。这个牛肉好软烂，爸，你可以吃这个。尝了吗？你尝了不烂？他说牛肠也很烂。
这个是挺烂的。
都很烂。我说这家是牛肉好，牛肉对吧？很入味儿，但这家确实好吃。可以。
After dinner, night had already fallen. The ancient city comes alive after dark, lit up with delightful lights and a completely different kind of energy. Perhaps because the legendary strategist Zhuge Kongming once lived here during the Three Kingdoms period, sky lanterns, known as Kongming lanterns, begin to rise from the Linhan Gate Tower. These flying lanterns were originally invented by Zhuge Kongming as military signal lights. He probably never imagined that, centuries later, people would still be releasing his invention, no longer for war, but to make wishes and to remember the great strategist from 1,800 years ago. Alright, that's it for our first day in Xiangyang. Thank you so much for watching. Follow along, and in the next episode, we'll keep exploring this 1,000-year-old ancient city together.